Welcome back to Divine Capricorns with me, Amanda. I read for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements. And this is going to be a general read. I've got a different setup with the cards. I just feel like using the Work Your Light Oracle deck, and then I've got my Star Child Tarot. So, yeah, I just feel like using these cards, these decks, I should say. And let's get right into what the energy is right now, and if there are any messages currently for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Messages for their highest good, messages to confirm anything that is going on in their lives. Just confirming the energy, maybe. What is the energy? The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Can I have one more card? Thank you. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, beheld. Wow. Wow, do I feel that. My goodness. Yeah, before I hopped on here, honestly, I feel really tired today. I mean, most of this year I've definitely felt very tired, like a heavy, like needing to like have deep sleep, you know, like real replenishment, like true rest. Not that I haven't gotten like sleep or anything like that, but I think it's more or less like my soul is really tired, or maybe like my human body. I don't know. That might be you. I'm just rambling on at this point. 64. And then where's the initiation? Oh, underneath it, 68. 64 and 68. My goodness. The initiation. Some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred. But only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated because you are headed somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, and meaning. You are in the middle of an initiation right now. You will get through it, and one day soon, you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. You are going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it. And you're closer than you think. Wow. I like that. I think wherever you're going is going to actually give you the ability to rest, maybe. The most selfless thing you can do is to fill up your inner well, your own inner well. When we are running around half filled, we subconsciously look to things and people around us to give us the nourishment and nurturing that we so deeply crave. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You are no good to anybody if you're running on empty. The feminine is bountiful, fertile, and rich. Tend to your own well and watch as the amount you have to give to multiplies. Oh my goodness. Tend to your own well and watch as the amount you have to give multiplies. That was a little bit of a tongue twister, my bad. If your inner well isn't full, you will find yourself craving things from the outside world to fill it. This is our body's instinctive way of reaching for the grounding and nurturing that we are not allowing ourselves. What nurtures you? What refuels your body? What is nectar for your soul? What brings you back to life? What is your secret medicine? What makes you feel abundant and fertile? Overspilling with life. What nurtures you is your medicine. When you give yourself the medicine that you need to be nourished, you nourish all those around you, for there is more than enough to go around. Ooh, you know what I just thought of? When you meet people or you have experiences with those who are like not generous for the right reasons, like generosity truly is a place of selflessness. Like if you have expectations, oh, if I do these things for them, then they're going to give me blah, 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 blah. That's not selfless and that's not generous. Like you're giving with expectation. That's not a good thing. So I wonder if maybe you've, like your lands have become barren because of certain situations with people over time. I know some of you are like, you've gone through it this year, and I'm right. Listen, I'm right there with you. Like these messages make sense to me as well. Not that I'm doing this reading for me, because I am not. This reading is for you, right? And that's me being selfless. All right. Let's go deeper with the tarot. Can you give me more information, Spirit? Give me more information about these cards. Why did they come out? Wow. Wow. Oh. Now you guys got me in my feels today. 10 of Crystals, 8 of Cups, the Emperor, and Queen of Cups. I really don't get this impression that you're a selfish person. I feel like you're very selfless. And that's confirmed by the Queen of Cups for me, for sure. It's the sense of your strength is your empathy. It's a big, big strength for you. But I think that in order for you to get to the Queen of Cups space where you can ease yourself into deep rest and replenishment is maybe potentially letting go of masculine habits or masculine ways of behaving. That's what I'm getting from the Emperor, which is interesting. I've never gotten that message for them from this card before. What else? 2 of Crystals. Wow, I thought it was 10. 2 of Crystals. So that's a Capricorn card. The 8 of Cups. Oh, you know what? Maybe letting go of having to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with your energy. So this is talking about like balance. Balancing your priorities, balancing like daily tasks. King of Wands. The Lovers. I'll take one more card. Two of Swords. We've got 2 2s. 2 and 8. 2 and 8 makes 10. Just saying. Something's not within reach to you. You feel like something's not within reach. Maybe you don't believe that these things are meant for you. Maybe that's like a limiting belief for you. Definitely getting that message very strongly. Because it's not, we've got the Lovers next to it. I mean, this is divine union. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with like a counterpart. It can just be with yourself. Like union is technically with self. Even just like coming back to who you are in terms of like on a soul level. There's something about levels here. So there's 3 different balls, or orbs, I should say, in the 2 of crystals. Just the 2 of pentacles. It's just crystals in this deck. It's like level 1, level 2, level 3. And that level 3 is just very much protected and encompassed. Almost like integrative. It's like the integrative level. I'm not sure. I feel like you're almost like you're daydreaming about being able to be in a better, more peaceful space. But you just don't know how to get there. I'm getting like this not necessarily indecision, but like maybe a lack of direction, which, let me tell you, energetically is purposeful. I mean, we've had so many, us Capricorns, we have had so much shit piled on us. Certain Capricorns, not all. There's like piled. Oh, you think you're buried now? Let's put some more pile of shit on you. Like, the planets have been very tough on us because we've needed the most growth at this point in time. Of course, now Pluto is no longer screwing with us and has moved on to Aquarius, so they get to get their asses handed to them, which, you know, good for them. I just feel like this year has been very rough on you, and maybe that's where like the rest is needed. So let me share what makes me feel very restful, other than actual sleep. I really like Reiki. So Reiki could be really nice. I feel super relaxed after that. Massage is a great one. These are more physical things. Although Reiki is great for me physically and mentally. And then another one I really enjoy is getting out into nature. I did that yesterday. I was out on a hike for like 2 hours, and it felt really nice. I usually like to end my week that way. A good salt bath. These are things that make me feel really, really good. Or just like spending time with someone I really care and love, where it's reciprocal. And it could just be just spending time, like having a good conversation, or just being able to be with that person. Depends. So my suggestion is to tap into more of the feminine, and that's like very slow energy, where it's a little bit more on the still side. Like meditation would be great. Yin yoga is fantastic for tapping into the feminine energy. Even like dance, interpretive dance. I know that one of the last reads, you guys are so cute. I got a bunch of comments about like the solo dance. It's nice to know that I'm not the only one that does that. That also makes me feel really, really good, like physically. It's very centering for me, depending on the music too. I want to clarify the Emperor, and I want to clarify the Lovers. I also kind of feel like you're looking to something, or somebody's looking to you. Maybe even there are people around you that are that look up to you, quite literally. Like deep admiration in terms of your growth, and like maybe even you need to see that through their eyes. Can you tell me more about the Emperor? Why did the Emperor come out of here? Why are you revealing the Emperor to me? Whoa. I still caught it, so. 228. Maybe a number you've been seeing. Oh, we've got 2 cards. 3 of Cups, 4 of Wands. Huh. There's something about people in your life being home for you, like more than just like acquaintances. These are like deep relationships. That are like that allow you to be emotionally connected. Something is significant about a pink moon as well. That is one of the moon phases, or not phases. That is one of the moons in the almanac. I think it's earlier in the year, like spring, maybe. I forget. In terms of the Emperor, it's like maybe you letting go of the responsibility of carrying everybody and like being the leader in your group, in your tribe. Like sometimes your people need to hold you up and support you. Maybe even just exploring like, hey, what does that look like for me? In the Lovers, the man has a dog, the woman has a cat. So I don't know if any of you have any pets or, I mean, emotional support pets. Anybody you like to cuddle with, and you know, maybe you talk to this pet. That's interesting. Okay. I'm also being drawn to the Ankh on the Emperor's neck. It looks like he's wearing like robes, like priest robes, which is interesting. And if you don't know, I'm really into Egyptian culture. I mean, I have an Ankh ring that I never take off. And if anybody has ever noticed, I have a crystal pyramid that's always next to me. I'm pretty sure this is the Eye of Horus. I tend to mix them up. I have the Eye of Horus tattooed on me. I don't know if I had posted that on the community tab, but maybe I should. I think I did. I don't remember. So maybe you're connected to those things, or those symbols, I should say. Yeah, you might have a tattoo of sorts that is very representative of the whatever I'm talking about, like this energy, who you are, not just as like a person, but as a soul, a spiritual soul. Hmm. Maybe the King of Wands is like a representative of somebody that's close to you. This would be Cancer, Leo. We have Capricorn, we have Pisces, we've got Aries, Scorpio, more Aries, more Cancer, triple Cancer actually, Gemini twice, Libra. Can you clarify the Lovers for me? Tell me more about the Lovers. Maybe even just like coming back home to yourself at this time. That could just mean you being kind of like a homebody, but not like 7 of Cups. Oh, interesting. Not necessarily being a homebody as in like isolating yourself, but maybe just maybe you need to have some time to yourself. Maybe that's what that is. So 7 of Cups is clarifying the Lovers. You know what this is giving me? And I've never gotten this from either of these cards, but 7 of Cups talks about choices. And I feel like if it's up to you, you're going to be making the choice of yourself, prioritizing yourself. So I'm almost thinking like it's a sense of trusting what is meant for you will always be for you. Like you're a believer in that, even if you might not necessarily have an idea of what your direction is. Because like I said, the 2 of Swords is that's what that's giving me. Like you may not know which way to go. Because like if it were in reverse, that would be you kind of letting go of that indecisiveness and making a decision. Granted, that's how I read it. I'm not every reader, of course. But the way I see this is, especially with these other cards, is like, I think that won't last forever. You being like, I don't know which thing to pick. I don't know which way to go. It may even indicate that these options or choices are coming up for you for a reason. Some of them are, you know, definitely not meant for you and would, you know, lead you down other paths that maybe you don't necessarily need to take or would want to experience. But then there's one choice that is very specific and tailored to you and only you. And you really have to tune out all the other noise. So meditation might be a really great practice for you. And I, as a yoga teacher and somebody who does guided meditation for her students, I tell people start with 5 minutes, do like a guided meditation. I do have free ones. There's a link down below. You don't necessarily have to do the ones that I have, but the app that I'm on has tons of them for free. So I highly recommend. But yeah, so the way that I see it is that I think that you do trust yourself, but I feel like during this time, maybe you have felt like you've been tested, and I mean a lot, and in many different ways, but like you're finally starting to come out of that space. And because also, if you look into the King of Wands, he's very decisive. Like he is a go-getter. He, she, that does not matter. I don't look at gender personally. This is someone who, when they get that gut feeling, they go for it. Like this is somebody that doesn't necessarily second guess. They might not fully think things through, right? You know, but it's that fiery passion that just, let's do it right now. It's more spontaneous, not necessarily mean, does not, wow. It doesn't necessarily mean that it won't work out though. Just because it's spur of the moment doesn't mean that it won't be a really great experience or the right choice. Some people listen to their instincts a bit easier than others, right? Maybe you're also learning how to do that, how to tap into more of that within you, because we have the Emperor and the King of Wands. This for me is very much like masculine, whereas the Queen of Cups is very soft and gentle. She's empathetic and emotional. You know, she's a person that, you know, like she's like the healer of all the queens for sure. Same with the King of Cups. I feel like those two as a pair is just, they're so nurturing. Like they're the ones you can cry with and get frustrated with. Whereas the King and Queen of Wands would be like the people you would want to go and make connections with and network. They would be the type of couple that teaches you about healthy anger and how to, you know, find your confidence and your go-getter nature. I mean, I can keep going, but like, hopefully those examples make sense. It could also be the fact that we have 2 2s is, you know, like this back and forth of what do I do? Do I take any action, or do I soften and slow down and allow? Like, what am I supposed to do here? Some of you feel very, again, indecisive is not the proper word. It's like you don't have direction, which is not the typical thing for a Capricorn, because us Cappies, when we have a direction, we were like, okay, I know exactly what I have to do. Whereas like if you don't, then it can be very challenging for you to make moves and make choices. 7 of Cups is also a lessons card. So I really feel like maybe this is also indicating like lessons in relationships. Doesn't have to be romantic. Maybe you've had people who were more very like masculine and maybe just didn't handle you in a way where they were understanding. Because I feel like you're the Queen of Cups. I'm getting that so strongly. My goodness. You're sensitive. Really sensitive. All right, I'm going to get advice. What is the advice for this reading? What is the advice for my Capricorns in this reading? Advice, please. And then I'm going to end it, because I have other stuff, other reads to do. I'm starting to get content ready and good and recorded for the members only. So if you haven't looked into it, I have memberships now. There's a join button underneath this video if you want to check it out. We have the Queen of Swords, 5 of Swords, the Moon, and the Empress. Wow. I think the answer, like, I think you need to pay attention to your dreams, because there's certain things happening in there that are giving you messages. If any of you know anything about dreams, dream journals are really great for that, for creating recall in the brain. And it might include somebody that you know. The last reading I did was the singles love, and we had the Queen of Swords. So somebody significant that's in your, it may or may not be in your life currently, but they're definitely in your dreams. If not, this could be a spirit guide or an ancestor. Could also just be like a guide in general, because it's leading you to a space of the Empress, of like real true flow state, which I think is what you're looking to have, like true rest and replenishment. Also being initiated into a new realm, a new level. But also like finding a space where you can let go of past hurts, maybe in the subconscious. Yeah. That's what I got for you. I hope this was helpful. I hope it confirms something or many things for you. Definitely leave me a comment below and share if you feel comfortable, of course. Definitely check out the memberships. I'm really stoked. I feel so proud of myself for that. Worked really hard to get into that space and to be able to be approved. So, and looking forward to bringing all the really great extra content, which there is extra content. I will be doing specific reads for the members only, which will also include career, money, finances. I'm going to transition the all signs to members only as well. So if you're interested in that, you know, that's always a good read. I also want to have like an open forum where we're all supporting each other, especially if you have a business, you're an entrepreneur, just like spiritual information, like just being very resourceful for our community and our people, and supportive. Like that can also be emotional support, you know, being there for each other, which I've already started to see in the comments, and I love that so much. So yeah. All right, well, until next time, know that you are divine, sacred, and heavenly. Bye, Capricorns.